Hi, we're up at the property. We have some tree work coming up soon. It was supposed to have started last week. They had some mechanical problems, so hopefully they'll be starting this coming up week. We have 7 large trees that have to take out. That vegetation work is a lot of the work we're able to do right now. Not much, we're not starting building yet, but there are a lot of trees that were in bushes destroyed during the fire or damaged afterwards and didn't make it. So let's take a look at some of those trees we're gonna have to take out today. Here we're above the building pad. Let's take a look at some of those trees to the south, the 4 trees they have to take out. On this side, you see this very tall Doug fir, the second one right next to it. This one is completely dead all the way up and down. The one next to it dead at the top and is dying slowly as it goes down to the bottom. And then we have these 2 over here, the one right in front of the sun. It's completely dead. We tried saving this in the first round, but it's right above the chicken pens and can fall right there. So we need to take this one out, even though it's really loved by the acorn woodpeckers. I like getting up there. And they recommended taking out this living one next to it, beneath it, because it's also, it could potentially fall down to the project site. So these are the 4 on the south side we'll be taking out. And hopefully that's it for all the trees. You can see some more of the brush pile over here. This is from cleaning the forest up on this side. You can kind of make out a little brush pile there above the chicken pen and cleaning out above there. A lot of just smaller trees, bushes that didn't make it. So we're in front of the largest Doug fir we have to take out on the south side. You can see it goes way up there. It's completely dead. It's kind of charred. You can see at the bottom. You can see that shallow rootedness. The roots on the bottom blackened. On the side over here, you can see some of the sap coming out. Tree's definitely not in good shape. On the slope where it'll fall, either to our little shed over here, and that's our power line, which you may not be able to see, or the building pad's right there. So certainly a danger, certainly something that is gonna fall at some point. So we have to take it out. We've come up from the building pad, and here you can see our large pile of brush we've been building. Dead trees, branches, things that just have to be taken out. Hopefully this will all be chipped and cleared up. We've used this crew before. They've done a good job of cleaning up chips like this. Here we can see some of the trees on this side we'll be taking out. We have this Doug fir. We'd hoped this one would survive, but it doesn't look like it's gonna make it. It's slowly dying. We have a much larger one you can kind of see in the background there, dead at the top, another Doug fir back there. And this tallest Doug fir right in front, it's living, it's okay, but it's leaning towards our neighbors. And they've already had a couple trees fall and hit or almost hit their house, take out their power. So we understand their fear of trees like this leaning right towards their house. This is actually the second round of tree removal we're having done. You can see some of the earlier, these Doug firs. We left up a couple snags, just easier not taking down the whole tree. Hopefully become some habitat. You can see a number of the logs that they had to leave behind. They're able to chip a lot of stuff, pretty thick, but not the full diameter of some of these trees. So you can come down here, you can see some of the logs that were left behind. They'll hopefully be hauling these away as part of this next round. So again, a couple of Doug firs over here. There was a oak, a couple of redwoods. And the problem with this area is it's very shallow soil. So the roots burn easily, and I think that's what killed a lot of the trees, or in fact the fire gets under the roots. That's what happened with the oak. You can see the stump at the bottom there for the oak, and a couple of these redwoods were right in front, and they just can't survive that. So there are these 5 trees here, another 2 at the other end of the chicken coop, all of them kind of threatening the chicken coop. So hopefully these last 7 trees will hopefully be the last ones for us. We can move on with some of the little stuff up there throughout the forest and get on to building the home. Here we've come to the forest. You can kind of see what this brush pile's made up of. We have some dead little redwoods here, dead madrone going over. It's kind of a semi-tall dead. Doug fir. So these are the sort of things that we're taking out, putting onto the brush pile to be chipped. The good news is out here, here at the base of the redwood, you can see there's some new growth there. We've got our dead madrone. Most of these madrones have new growth also. It's just the Doug firs. Here's our Doug fir. They don't have the root system to do that. So a lot of little new growth from our oaks, the madrones, the redwoods, and hopefully there's enough small Doug firs that have made it. But this is the sort of stuff we're having to clean up all around the property.